Hey, how's it going, guys? Dave here with the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, and I'm here to give you a couple of tips and tricks to improve your photo game. Why not learn a little bit now so when the time comes, you'll be ready to explore. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the rule of thirds because it's very important to set up your composition. And then we'll talk about some of the lenses that I use when I go shooting in the Blackstone Valley. And then lastly, we'll cap it off with some accessories that I love to shoot with, and they definitely will take your photos to the next level. Okay, rule of thirds. You're probably like, Dave, what are we doing talking about numbers? This is photography. And I know, I get it, but hear me out. With rule of thirds, you have to think about it as setting up your composition. Because you want a composition that tells a story and is really nice and appealing to the audience when they see it. So think of your image being cut into thirds. Now where those lines cross and intersect, you'll have these points. And for me, I like to place my subjects within those points just so it's more appealing to the human eye. Now that you got that down, let's talk about the lenses I absolutely love. First lens I totally recommend is the 18-135. It's a good beginner's lens. It's not super wide and it's not a huge telephoto lens, but you can totally use this lens when you're walking around the Blackstone Valley over in Woonsocket or Central Falls or Pawtucket and you want to photograph some of the architectures and the mills and then also the arches on the bridges. It's a great lens to have. But then also, if you're over by the Blackstone River, you can use this to photograph wildlife. Alright, so my next favorite lens is definitely going to be the macro lens. You can get super up close and personal, and if that's not enough, you can totally purchase one of these extension tubes off of Amazon for under 10 bucks. And you can use it to photograph leaves or objects or people's eyeballs, which is really fascinating, or anything honestly, and you can use it for video, which makes your videos look super cool. So my last lens is definitely my baby. It's a 50mm lens with an aperture of 1.2. When using this, you get really cool photos and really amazing shallow depth of field. And you can focus on an eyeball, and then everything else on that person and their features gets pretty much blurred out, which is awesome. Alright, so the two accessories that I really enjoy using when I'm shooting in the Blackstone Valley is definitely my ND filter and my tripod. With the tripod, it's good to have because you can have nice stable shots, especially when you want to set up landscape photos. But then also if you're doing macro photography, it's good to have a steady hand. So throw your camera on a tripod, you'll get some even better macro shots. With the ND filter, you block out the sunlight, so when you want to take long exposure photographs, they come out really amazing. Such as cumulus clouds, when they're moving, they create really cool effects. And then if you're photographing water, such as lakes, ponds, or waterfalls, you get these really cool milky photographs. And it's an overall really cool tool and it'll really amp up your photo game. Stick around for the next video and I'll show you guys how to do long exposure photographs. Alright, thanks so much guys for checking out today's video. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But in the meantime, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time.